Welcome to the Hamilton County Coaches Show. I'm Perry Williams. Alongside me today is the head football coach in Noblesville Millers, Coach David Sharpe. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, Coach, it's playoff time.
Yep.
The regular season's over. We ended up 3-6, but there were several games where we were right in the midst of things. But you know, sometimes it goes that way. That's why we play the game. But let's talk about Zionsville, your first opponent in the sectional. We played them a little over a month ago at 9:15 and beat them 24-7. So let's talk about our team and how you feel that we're prepared for playing them once again, Zionsville.
Well, yeah. So we definitely looked at that tape. That's obviously a very valuable film for us to look at. But things have changed a little bit with Zionsville. First of all, we got off to just the best start ever against them. I think Sharpe had about a 40-yard run to start the game, and we scored, stopped them, and then we hit a big pass play to go up 14-0, kind of really quick, and kind of cruise from there on out. But a lot has changed with them. Mainly, they have played a backup quarterback since we have played them, so we don't know the status of their original starter, but we have enough film on Showalter's, the backup's name, and to know they're a slightly different team, not as much of a scrambling team as they were, but he can throw the ball, and he's gotten all those receivers the ball quite a bit in the last 4 or 5 games. They're getting a little healthier with their 6'7" tight end, Riggins. He did not play against us in the first game. He was out with an injury, I believe, and he has made a huge impact the past couple weeks now that he is back healthy. So we've also noticed their stud linebacker, Panola, a really good wrestler, he is now playing some running back as well. So they're figuring themselves out. I'm sure through their lens we look maybe a little bit different than we did when we played them 5 or 6 weeks ago. So it will simply be about who can just get off to that good start, and since we know each other so well, having played so many times the past couple of seasons, just who is going to simplify the game and who's going to just convert those 3rd and shorts and those 4th and shorts. We lost to Avon. We had 3 4th and shorts that we did not convert in plus territory, and it doesn't matter who you're playing. If you give them back the ball on a 4th and short, you're going to lose. And we know the first time we played Zionsville, we had quite a few conversions on 3rd and shorts and 4th and shorts, and that kind of led us to keeping the ball most of the game and having just really a nice win against them the first time we played.
Coach, you were on fall break last week.
Yeah.
So really, as far as practice time and those things, what are some of the things you work on? I know other coaches kind of use this as kind of a team building and kind of let the bumps and bruises get healed a little bit from a long 9-game schedule.
Yeah, I don't like fall break at all. I like the routine of the kids getting up early, going to school and all that. And but with fall break, we practice in the mornings the past 2 weeks, and during this bye week, we went on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, practiced for a little bit, lifted some weights, and really, we've got a lot of ankles and bruises and knees and so forth. So I think a lot of the kids really benefited from that, just taking some time and taking a mental break, just not being all gung-ho about we got to be ready for opponent X on Friday night. We just kind of casually went through practice without a ton of urgency during this first week of fall break. So I think everybody's recharged now, and they know that we're playing for everything. Our seniors know that if they don't get off the bus at Zionsville, then they're done. They got to turn in everything and start a new chapter of their life without high school football. So the motivation, I know, is going to be at an all-time high, and I'm thinking that we are going to respond. I know we're very upset about a lot of our losses this year. I think our kids, we talked about over the break, the common theme. We lost 4 heartbreakers. The common theme was we had the ball ready to win or tie with less than a minute to go in plus territory. The Westfield game, we stopped it around the 35, 40 yard line, about ready to tie. The Franklin Central game missed a 38-yard field goal to win the game. The Brownsburg game, we had to pass from about the 40-yard line. And then our last drive kind of stalled. We had 2 drives inside the final 3 minutes against Avon trying to tie, and those both stalled in plus territory along that 30-yard line or so. So we just haven't quite finished the final, haven't put the exclamation point on a long knockdown drag-out win. And we're hoping, we know this game's going to be close. We're hoping that all of our experience late in fourth quarters will end up paying off for us somehow, some way.
Well, that's good, because this is a pretty heavy senior group on this football team, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
you've got a lot of good leaders, not that you don't in the junior and sophomore area, but these seniors have been through your system all 4 years, so.
They've seen it all. Their sophomore year, they took a lot of lumps. We asked a lot of guys like Gavin Kenyon and Cam Wilson, Carter Richardson, Cole Richardson, Logan Schaffner, Gage Gully, Gabe Bellin, Blake Widget, Austin Hastings, I'm missing a guy or two, Ransom McDermott, of course, like all of these guys that have played a lot in our system, threw them to the fire as sophomores. It's going to be good for you. You get beat up a little bit, pushed around a little bit, but we knew it was going to pay off. And then their junior year, they got a little bit better, and then this year we thought we could put it all together. We have not, but we could not be closer. We do know that we are a very confident 3-16, and we are capable of beating anybody. We are capable of losing to anybody. So it's just up to us to put it together one last time and see if we can make some noise here in the tournament. And if we do, get over it immediately and have another great week of practice and just try to keep rolling as long as we can.
Now, you travel to Zionsville, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And is that game a 7 or 7:30 start?
I believe it's 7.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
That's a detail.
Well, at least if we tell everybody at 7 and it starts at 7:30, they'll already be there.
I'm almost positive it's 7. Yeah.
That's the way it usually works, but some change and things like that. Well, Coach, I appreciate you interviewing this week and every week you've done during football season. Hopefully we'll get one more. We'll get a victory on Friday night. We can do this one more time.
I hope so too.
All right. Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Yep. Go Millers.